started off pretty good, and then they kind of had a hiccup in the middle of the year, and they survived it and got hot.
Right, that's what, what's interesting, Stafford said the game yesterday.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Dix.
They would go good for a while, then they'd have a dip, and then they'd come back. That's exactly what happened. Because, when they were bad, in some of those games down the stretch where he was, throwing a lot of interceptions, we thought, all right, this is not going to work.
Yeah.
And they got it together. Look,
it's a long season.
They were fortunate they didn't have to go to Lambeau, but you know what? That's good teams make their own breaks.
He went on the road and beat Brady.
I know.
Okay,
I know.
There needs to be no exceptions to anything.
He's a Super Bowl. He's got the
In 1.7 miles, turn left onto Miller Road.
Should they do anything? They shouldn't do anything publicly, the Lions per se. But when he'll be back in a few months, I'm sure, one of his charities, he does with Mitch, building playground and stuff. I'm sure there'll be more of that coming. And you know what? He should be celebrated in that venue, yes. But when he plays against the Lions at Ford Field in probably 3 more years, whatever the heck that happens, when the rotation changes, he should. That would be cool as hell. He should. He's going to get his name on the Ring of Honor and all that kind of stuff. Now, I saw a tease for a segment on Get Up. By the way, I couldn't see what it was. Orlovsky has won some sort of t-shirt.
They're doing another victory lap.
Yeah, absolutely. But
Before we jump up on the table.
they were saying, is this the greatest trade in sports history? Greatest trade in sports history.
The greatest trade?
Would not go that far. I'm sorry.
No, it wouldn't go that far. Obviously, it worked out well for the Rams.
Yes, it did. 97-1.
Hey, FanDuel Sportsbook is hooking new users up with an epic Winter Games bonus. Just place your first bet on any Winter Games sports risk-free. That's right, new users get up to $1,000 back in site credit if your first bet doesn't win. You've only got a week to capture this for the Winter Games because they're coming to an end this coming weekend. To get started, here's what you need to do. Take a look. Curling, still going on. Figure skating, Nordic combined, the biathlon, my favorite event. Take a look at those, and if you're new users, risk-free bet up to $1,000. But you could also bet on any event. Promotions like this are just one reason why I think everyone should be betting on America's #1 sportsbook app. It's easy to use, safe and secure, fast payouts. So download the FanDuel Sportsbook app with promo code Jansen to go for the gold today. That's promo code Jansen. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official partner of 97.1 The Ticket. Must be 21 or over and present Michigan. First online real money wager only. Refund issues. Now with promo site grid. Expires in 7 days. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problems? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by the National Electrical Contractors Association, NECA. Still a few accidents out there, including 94 westbound just after Chalmers Sounder Drive, M59 eastbound after Adams, and on US 23 southbound after Silver Lake Road. Put the expertise and skill of NECA signatory contractors to work on your commercial, public, industrial, or residential construction project. NECA contractors like Ferndale Electric are powering Michigan's future, project after project, on time and on budget. Learn more at smcneca.org. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
Text the ticket using the same number you used to call the ticket. Ticket text 248-539-9797.
At the next light, turn left.
It's Homer Esiason with an Odyssey Sports Minute, sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. So what's next following Super Bowl 56? Rams safety Eric Weddle will return to retirement, and 40-year-old Walter Payton Man of the Year Andrew Whitworth will also
At the light,
likely retire.
turn left onto Miller
Coach
Road.
Sean McVay is getting married, and safety Taylor Rapp, he proposed following last night's victory. Danielle Johnson said yes. I'm Homer Esiason.
Get in zone, AutoZone. Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? So you've got an oil change coming up. We can help you save on the right oil for your vehicle. Right now, get 5 quarts of Castrol Edge Full Synthetic or Castrol Edge Full Synthetic High Mileage Motor Oil with an STP Extended Life Oil Filter for just $35.99. Visit one of our 6,000 stores or order from AutoZone.com for same-day store pickup or next-day delivery. Restrictions apply. You can unlock more cash than you realize from your home's equity with a cash-out refinance today. In the last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20%. And with Rocket Mortgage, you can unlock thousands in less than 3 weeks. But you've got to act right now before rates go up. So when you're looking to unlock the cash in your home, Rocket can. Call 833-8ROCKET today or go to rocketmortgage.com to get started.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right onto West 4th Street.
Disclosures and cost information.
With the hands off to Frank Jackson. Jackson somehow gets a three away and hits it. Joseph on the attack. Right to the rim, though. Stewart slacks it up and sounds of the game.
At the next
Brought to you
light,
by
turn
Klipsch
right.
Premium Audio.
Klipsch Premium Audio. The combination of thoughtful design, constant innovation, and premium materials creates the ultimate listening experience. Your music has never sounded so good. Klipsch, keepers of the sound.
Applied Imaging customer Jill Bontai, CEO of Pioneer Resources, appreciates Applied Imaging's business approach.
They just have a conversation. They help you assess your needs. They've even come to me and said, I think I found a better way to do this that'll actually save you money. And you can't beat that.
How does Applied Imaging's approach ultimately benefit you and your Pioneer Resources staff?
It makes my job as a CEO a lot easier, knowing
At the
that
light, use the middle
my
lane to
employees'
turn
needs
right
are
onto
met,
West 4th
and
Street.
that if we have
Then
a
turn
challenge,
left onto
all we have
South
to do
4th
is
Street.
reach out and they're going to make it right.
It sounds like Applied Imaging checked all the boxes.
They're just professional, easy to work with, and support our mission.
Applied Imaging offers technology done
At the
right.
light,
Call
use the
Applied
left 2
Imaging
lanes to
today.
turn onto South 4th Street.
800-521-0983 or visit appliedimaging.com.
Planet Fitness, home of the Judgment-Free Zone, is the official fitness partner of 97.1.
In 7.4 miles, turn left onto Quarry Road.
97.1 The Ticket is brought to you by DuckDuckGo. Protect your privacy online for free with DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified. Necessary Roughness with former NFL lineman TJ Lang and John Jensen. Download it today on the Odyssey app.
Rolling out of the pocket, Stafford picks his own line drive throw, corner of the end zone, caught, both hands in front of his face mask. Touchdown, Los Angeles. In the far back corner of the end zone. An 11-yard strike by Matthew Stafford, who has just thrown his second first-half touchdown pass in Super Bowl 56. 11 yards, and the lead now climbs to 13-3 over the Bengals. And the Bengals came back. Actually took the lead, obviously. For Matthew Stafford, drove them down the field, 15-play drive, winning touchdown, still any time left on that clock. Yeah, the Bengals, they got that first down.
Oh, yeah.
Thought, okay, here we go.
Mark Chase, was it 17 yards?
And then it was it. And the 3rd and 1 and the 4th and 1 calls were just now, maybe Joe Burrow's lack of mobility had something to do with the play calls. But to me, it's, as much as I hated the call, why wasn't Joe Mixon?
I don't know. We saw Joe Mixon throughout the course of the playoffs be very good at catching the ball out of the backfield. It was a one-handed screen that he caught the other day, or a couple weeks ago.
I know, I thought it was one of the easiest prop bets there were, and they lost. 28.5 yards or something like that. Yes.
But it's, when you're under pressure like Joe Burrow was, one of the things that you want to try and do is change the launch point of the quarterback. After his injury, I don't think they were able to do that. So then you've got to start thinking about, okay, well, we want to get the ball out quick. How do we do that? Put him in the shotgun, catch, release. As an offensive line, slide protection. If it is a catch and release, then it's cut those in front of you. You don't even have to worry about too much about technique in terms of punch, lock out, making sure you got all of these different things, your footwork. All it is put your helmet on knee and upend them. Ball should be out. I was surprised they didn't go to more of that as a protection scheme more than just Joe Burrow trying to get the ball out.
True. There are some other plays that, they didn't amount to much, but we're talking about. version of the Philly special, the Rams.
Oh, my goodness.
The one thing he couldn't do
Yes, throw the ball.
throw an accurate pass. And you know what? If you think about it, you watch that play, if it was an accurate pass, Stafford was in perfect position to just get crunched.
Oh, he was going to get lit up.
I know.
And, I mean, you put a quarterback in. I know that Matthew's tough and he's familiar, all those things.
Right.
And yes, he is. But I don't know that. Sean McVay knows how important Matthew Stafford is to that offense.
Yeah.
Why would you risk him by getting him lit up in the Super Bowl, especially that?
Stay in the second lane
point.
from left.
Yeah, it was about it was in the third quarter.
Yes.
3rd and 5 at the 23-yard line. They ended up there. Look, they were in field goal range. They ended up kicking a field goal. Make it to cut it to 20-16. But I guess they figured, look, we're not doing much offensively. It's 20-13. Let's surprise them here on 3rd and 5. And it didn't work, but they got the field goal. But you're right. It could have been catastrophic when you look at it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, even if he catches the ball.
I mean, he got his ankle falling on, and everybody was holding their breath at that point.
Right.
Same with Joe Burrow when he got, twisted up.
I know.
We could have ended that game with two different quarterbacks.
Who's the backup for Cincinnati? Is that Allen?
Yeah.
Okay. And we know
Wofford.
Wofford, yeah.
His name is, Now, who actually has some playoff experience?
Right. Yes.
Last year, and then he got hurt, and Jared Goff came in.
Won a playoff.
Won a playoff.
I really feel like the Bengals played not to lose when they had the 4 possessions where it was 20-13 or 20-16.
They were a little conservative, but I do think some of that has to do with Burrow's injury. I think
Yeah,
so.
some of it,
at the end of it, because he wasn't hurt at the very beginning of it. But the one issue that I had was, they were running, and Joe Mixon was running well.
Mm-hmm.
And you pointed it out. In that last series, Joe Mixon wasn't in there. Why? Second of all, with 3rd and 1 in their final drive, why are you running right at Aaron Donald? We knew the offensive guards were struggling to block Aaron Donald. And I don't understand why you run right up. Running away from him, they had success. I know former Lion Sean Robinson had himself a good game, but a lot of that was because everybody was running away. Their whole offense was designed to go away from Aaron Donald.
And another play that, may not have meant anything or not, the stupid, unnecessary roughness on Isaiah Prince, because it's in the 4th quarter, so Cincinnati, instead of punting from, their own 28-yard line after the sack, is punting from their own 14. Now, LA ended up going 3 and out, and the Bengals got the ball and, moved down the field a little bit. But who knows what happens if they have to, if they punt a little closer. You never know.
The biggest one to me was to start the game off, going forward on 4th down. I thought it was too early to start gambling, and I understand that they had, was it 5 plays, 1 yard that LA got on the very first drive? Your defense is playing good. Let's go ahead and punt it and pin them back, and we can get the ball back hopefully in about the same position. But you give LA's offense a short field, and 50 yards is a short field instead of going 80, 85, 90 yards. That's a big difference in this game.
I thought that was an unnecessary risk too, John. And you take away the possibility of, maybe it's a touchback, okay? But maybe also you get them at the 1-yard line. And then you're basically you're playing the field position that the Rams hadn't scored yet. I just thought it was an unnecessary risk. And then furthermore, the 3rd and 1 play call to Perrine.
Right.
And then they did 3rd and 1 to Perrine on their last possession too. I just don't get it.
He didn't learn from the first time. Okay, you do it once, it doesn't work, okay. You have Mixon. He should be able to play. And the other big play of that game that could have changed the whole game was when Boyd dropped that pass. It's 3rd and 9 at their own 40-yard line. He catches the ball, it's a 1st down. There's 6:20 left in the game. Minimum, they go 3 and out from, not 3 and out. They have to punt from deep in their own, not deep, but around midfield, okay? Who knows? You have 2 less minutes of play for Stafford to work with. You have no idea what's going to happen. He catches that ball. Like I said, who knows? They win that football. Or at least probably get into field goal range, you would think.
Yep. I mean, if they're in field goal range and their kicker was perfect throughout
Yes.
the playoffs
Yeah.
and very confident in himself.
Right. And the other thing that ended up not making, made a difference in some betting angles, I think, right? Missed extra point.
Oh, yeah.
That changed what the Rams were
going to do.
Yeah, I mean, who knows if they would have gone for a touchdown? They might have gone for a field goal there and take their chances in overtime.
Yeah.
Their play calling could have been different. I have no idea. That was ridiculous. I mean, I can't.
Just a bad hole.
He was doing it on the spin.
Right.
Yeah.
Just a bad hole.
Try to be faithful. Put the laces in.
Well, you got to have the laces in the right place, but it's so a lot of people will say, well, that's solely on the holder. Most of it is, but the snapper as well. You do it so many times, the laces should be in the exact same place every single time when the holder catches the ball, so he doesn't have to spin it.
All right, we'll break it down even further. Get his take on the commercials at the halftime too. TJ Lang joins us as he always does Monday during football season. 97.1 The Ticket.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. From the Sold by Roxy Sports Desk. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Bob Moran GMC. 23-20, the Rams are Super Bowl champions, and Matthew Stafford will have a ring. Cooper Kupp, game MVP. Those two hook it up for a 1-yard touchdown in the final minutes for a go-ahead score at home, and eventually solidifying the victory with a defensive stand at midfield. Stafford talked about that chemistry that he's had with Kupp all season long.
I mean, that's hard work. That's hours together. I just thank Coach for putting it. Hey, Matthew, you and Kuko get this thing done. He kept calling plays for him. Kept finding ways to get him the ball. He made unbelievable plays. That's what he does.
If you're curious about odds for next year, the odds currently have Kansas City and Buffalo as the favorites to win Super Bowl 57 at 13-2 and 7-1, followed by the Rams, Bengals, 49ers, and the Packers, although Aaron Rodgers still has yet to make his decision on where he'll play. On the hardwood, Oakland basketball beating U of D in their rivalry game at the O-Arena 75-59. The Wolverines ladies could not hang on in double OT on the road. They fell to Northwestern 71-69. Both the Pistons and the Red Wings will be in action this evening after being off yesterday. The Pistons on the road to D.C. Detroit hockey will be away from home taking on the Wild. Also, Scotty Scheffler winning the Phoenix Open in the desert after 3 extra holes, defeating Patrick Cantlay. And the U.S. sitting at 16 total medals in Beijing, almost half of them are gold. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Chris Villar for more. Stay tuned to 97.1 The Ticket and Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, Stoney and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket.
Thank you, Chris. 248-539-9797. Super Bowl 56 is in the books. Another one of TJ Lang's teammate has a Super Bowl ring. Maybe more than one. Did you play with Ashawn Robinson at all? Was maybe your first year here was his last year?
Yeah, maybe 2 years.
2 years?
Because Ashawn was here with Patricia too.
Right, yeah. Probably one of the reasons he wanted to leave.
Yeah, it would have been 2 years. But yeah, man, I'll tell you what.
Chris Collinsworth loved him some Ashawn Robinson.
Yeah, he had himself a nice game. He's been solid. He's always been a solid guy. I think, obviously, you put any sort of defensive lineman paired up with Aaron Donald, you're going to have some success with just the amount of the tension that Aaron Donald draws. But no, Ashawn, he had a really nice game. I was happy.
Overview, what do you think of the game? You think it was a good game?
I did. I thought it was a good game. I thought it was went different, than I thought it was going to be. I thought the Rams were, going to roll a little bit more. But man, we really saw how important Odell was to that offense. Because when he goes out, it just looked like the Rams had no idea what to do offensively. Right. They couldn't find anything until that last drive. So that was it felt like such a great chance for Cincinnati to find a way to put that game away.
At the next light, turn left.
20-16, whatever it was. You go up by 11. I think they had 3 or 4 possessions to go get points on the board. They couldn't do anything.
How much of that is the individual players, their side, their players failing, the Rams side playing well, or was it coaching? Besides, we all agree that giving the ball just Kareem was just awful.
Yeah, I mean, the Cincinnati short yardage the whole was terrible. I mean, even on the first drive, the third down, you try to run out a shotgun, then fourth down.
At the
Actually, I don't mind the
use
fourth
the
down
right
play
lane
because
to
you go
turn
back and
left.
watch it. The two guys in the flat were wide open. Jalen Ramsey came in at the last minute to take Jamar Chase, and I think it was T. Higgins, and even the running back, I think it was Perrine, ran out to the flat. Guys were wide open. It was just a misread by Burrow. But no, and then even later in the game, I mean, the biggest play of the game, 3rd and 1, and you're going to run a little simple dive on a shotgun right at Aaron Donald. That's just, and you go back and watch that play, and I know I talked about it last night on Twitter a little bit. Like, it is the Super Bowl with 40 seconds left, and just watch the way that running back kind of tiptoed through the line and just got tackled, arm tackled. That was horrible. I don't know. I mean, I get the whole thing where it's,
I don't think Mixon was going to get any more yardage than Ryan got because they ran right into Aaron Donald.
Right.
Yeah, but at TJ's point, though, I don't think Mixon wouldn't have tiptoed.
Right. You have to understand, okay, we need this. This is the biggest play of the game. 3rd and 1 in the Super Bowl, 40 seconds. Like, I don't care if you have to dive, reach the ball, do anything. You have to get that first down. But no, I think, look, it was...
At the next light, turn left.
The Rams' MO. I think we saw it all through the playoffs where when the offense struggles, the defense steps up and it makes a big play. You look at it, the same thing against San Francisco, right? San Francisco has a 10-point lead in the NFC Championship game, and the Rams' defense steps up, get an interception, hitting the hell out of Garoppolo, and just kind of turned the tide of that game. And that's what they did again last night. And Aaron Donald, look, I thought he was... last night, he might not have been the MVP for the whole game, right? But they don't win that game without him in the fourth quarter. They don't win without Kupp either. I get that. But look, Aaron Donald made the play on the 3rd down, getting the tackle, and then he made the play on 4th down to seal it with the pressure on Burrow, making him throw the ball out. And he had another sack in there, too. So he was just a wrecking ball, and he took over. I think that defense took over. When Odell went out and the offense struggled, the defense stepped up.
In half a mile, turn left onto 15th Street.
They took over that game. They won that game for
Would you say Stafford played well? Not great, but played well.
Yeah.
Most of the game.
I would say okay. But and I'm not trying to be mean, but the first quarter, I thought he looked just absolutely flawless. I mean, that touchdown pass to Odell was
great pass.
One of the best passes you're ever going to see. Single coverage, little fade out from the slot right over the shoulder. I mean, that was an incredible pass. Cooper Kupp's touchdown in the first half. Eighth wonder of the world. I just don't know how to cover Cooper Kupp. Right. Unless Odell gets hurt. But no, I thought he started off really hot. And then I think we kind of hit on it. When Odell went out, it was kind of panic mode. You see the 2 interceptions come in. And
one of them. I mean, the long one was like
that's it. Right.
The other one, the guy should have had was in his hand.
Right. Yeah. It was a tipped one. You can't, were they bad throws? No. The long one, you're right. I mean, with Bates picked off in the end zone, but
I think he looked for. You know what his worst pass might have been on the winning drive when he had Jefferson open in the end zone.
In the back of the end zone and threw it over top of him.
Yeah. No, but I thought he was maybe not okay. I thought he was good. Yes. I thought he was good. Right. Yeah. And I thought. Obviously
the destination is on your right.
I mean, that was just kind of vintage,
15th Street.
what the Rams have been this year and vintage.
Arrived.
What Matthew Stafford has been majority of his career. Yeah. And like he said, like you guys talked about earlier, kind of the, an epitome, a metaphor of their whole season. Starting out fast, kind of hitting the low and then being able to